Hello everyone, I'm Chris Erkley. Welcome to your Tuesday edition of the PE Crime Blotter. We have new information on Barbara Wu, the UC Riverside student accused of trying to get two of her now former boyfriends to kill two of her other ex-boyfriends. I'm joined now by Press Enterprise's Brian Rokos. Brian, in the search warrant, new information about the recorded conversation that Lynn had with Barbara Wu.
Right. We knew that Dennis Lynn had recorded Barbara Wu in a conversation, but we didn't have specifics. However, the UC Riverside detective Tricia Harding spelled out in a request for a search warrant how these recorded conversations took place. There are actually two of them. The first one, after Lynn had told Harding that Wu asked him to kill an ex-boyfriend, Harding had Lynn call up Wu and engage her in a phone conversation and see what she would admit to. Wu was actually concerned that she was being recorded, and she was right, and then she asked Lynn to meet her at the UCR bookstore to have an in-person conversation. However, Wu didn't realize that the detective handed Dennis Lynn her tape recorder, and Lynn had it in his pocket while he and Barbara Wu spoke for about an hour in the bookstore. The subject of murder did not come up, but Wu did talk about being concerned about an administrative investigation into complaints that Wu had egged and keyed an ex-boyfriend's car, and they also talked about torturing an ex-boyfriend, but according to the affidavit, it didn't look like murder actually came up.
As far as being used against her in court, how does this compare to the emails and phone calls that have also been discussed in court?
Well, there have been emails and phone calls and other evidence that would suggest that Wu was serious about the plot, had the means and the desire to carry it out. There was evidence introduced that she purchased needles that she would use to torture one of her ex-boyfriends. So the recordings, not so much incriminating as far as soliciting murder, but provide some insight into what she was thinking.
And as far as moving the case along, she will actually be in court in Riverside on Thursday.
Right. Earlier this month, there was a preliminary hearing where it was decided there was enough evidence to hold her over for trial, and on Thursday she will be arraigned again in court. At that time, she'll enter another plea.
All right, Brian, thank you for the update. That does it for your Tuesday edition of the PE Crime Blotter. Be sure to join us right here on PE.com for the latest on this story.